we just wrapped up 2 days of riding on Harley Pan Americas. So this one is Harley Pan America Special, this one is Harley Pan America ST, and I'm here with Paul James, PR Director of Harley-Davidson. Paul, could you tell us how did this model come to life? Was it because of user feedback, or someone in Harley just decided, why don't we take Pan Am and move it more to the roadside?
Yeah, well, how it happened, I mean, we introduced the Pan America 1250 Special as a 2021 model, so it's hard to believe that it's already been in market really for 4 years now. And as an adventure bike, and it's been very popular, people really enjoy riding it, but some people really enjoy even pushing things further on the street. And when the Super Hooligan series started, we also saw customers taking Pan America 1250 Specials and turning them into race bikes. We saw the potential for a more street-oriented, street performance motorcycle based on the Pan America platform, and that led to the Pan America 1250 ST. And it really is, I think, inspired by what our customers are doing with the motorcycles and where we felt the potential of the platform could be.
Okay, that's cool. So what is the difference between the two models, except for obviously the front wheel, which is 17 here versus 19?
Yeah.
So what are the differences?
That's a big difference. Oh, it's basically, if you think about the suspension, the wheels and the tires are different, and a few other things as well. They really share the same platform in terms of the motor, the 1250 Revolution Max powertrain, and the frame, which uses the engine as a stress member of the frame. They share a lot of the same bodywork, the fuel tank, and those kinds of things, but the biggest difference is the suspension and the wheel sizes. So the suspension is shorter. It's a 0.75 inches shorter than the longer travel Pan America 1250 Special, and it carries a 17-inch front wheel for quicker turn in and more feedback off the road. It also has a wider rear wheel. So the Pan America 1250 Special has a 4.5-inch wide, 17-inch rear wheel. The 1250 ST has a 5.5-inch wide rear wheel, which enables us to run a 180 section tire on it. So that type of tire is also a high performance street tire. Not, this is an accessory knobby. Normally the 1250 Special comes stock with the Michelin Scorcher 80/20. This is really a full road. As you can see, it's very minimal tread design, so it gives you a lot of performance feedback on the road. And those are really the significant things that change the handling of the motorcycle. It sits a little lower, it has a different stance, it's got that 17-inch front wheel. The seat is a one-piece seat, and actually it sits in a little lower on the motorcycle as well, so you feel like you sit more in the motorcycle versus on top of it when you're kind of attacking the pavement.
Yeah, it's more aggressive, definitely.
Yes.
I felt it as we were riding
Yes,
it.
exactly.
But do you think they still belong to the same class of adventure motorcycles, or they went different
I think
ways?
they actually have a very different feel, considering how many components that they have similar. I think they have a very different stance and a very different feel, and of course a very different purpose. No one would take a 1250 ST off-road. I don't think that would be probably a good idea, but it's really for customers who are thinking about having a sport bike that's a little more upright, has a little more touring and comfortability. And we see customers kind of migrating from sport bikes in that direction. And that is kind of an opportunity that for them, they want something that is still very sporting and very road oriented.
So, adventure bike, sport tourer.
Yeah, I'd call this adventure touring and adventure sport.
Okay. So it's been on the market for more or less half a year, right? So
Yeah.
how was it received? Have you received any feedback already?
It was introduced in January as part of our 25 model year, and it was well received by our dealer network. They're the ones who see things first, and then by the customers as well. So it's exciting to see them out in the wild. In addition, James Rispoli, who we were riding with today, won the Super Hooligan Championship on a Pan America ST this year. So that was pretty cool to see people out racing the actual motorcycle that we created.
Yeah, he was having so much fun on gravel. That was.
I was listening to him on the radio. We had headsets connected, and he was laughing the whole time. He was having a good time.
So which one is your favorite? Which kind of riding do you like more?
So, I have to say, I was a sport bike rider growing up. I did some road racing. My personal motorcycle is a Pan America 1250 Special. I've owned one since we introduced those motorcycles, and I really enjoy riding. But to be honest, I don't do a lot of off-road riding. So it's got me thinking, how much off-road riding do I do, and maybe a 1250 ST is in my future.
Thank you, Paul. So write in comments which kind of riding do you prefer and which bike would fit you best.